If always living in the past is depression, and if always living in the future is anxiety, then I implore you to live in the moment. And we do this way more than we think we do it. A lot of the symptoms of not feeling correct and right in your body is from you wishing away the season that you are in. I'll give you an example of a very obvious one. When it is winter, we are wishing for summer. I can't wait for the weather to be hotter. I can't wait to just go on the beach. I can't wait to go on my holiday. I can't wait. Summer rolls around. Oh my God, I miss Christmas. I miss time with my family. We could all get cozy. It would be so nice, blah, blah, blah. It happens in life too. When you're a kid, I want to grow up. I just want to grow up. I just want people to have accountability with me, etc., to listen to me. I am a whole grown person. When we're older, I wish I could have my youth back again. When you're a mother, you scroll the phone looking at the photos of your child when they're asleep, and when they're with you, you scroll the phone on Instagram trying to wonder what your friends are doing. A lot of things that make you feel misplaced is a lack of gratitude for the moment you have now, and it's so hard to do. I'm a human being who lives on this planet. I understand what it feels like. I am also human, but I find that the only way to really be in this life is to not try and escape from it. Escapism, on whatever that might be, on Instagram, through trying to get away, through trying to do the other thing that you're not doing in the moment, is what causes you the discomfort and the pain that you face. I think especially if you've ever been a parent, for me it's in motherhood, the stark reality of the fact that women often, when they have a child, they wish to skip that phase. They wait for the next phase. I can't wait till they're 2 and they talk. I can't wait till they're 4 and they're independent and they can communicate with me. I can't wait till they're 6 and they're off to school. I can't wait to get back to work. But before you had a child, you were talking about, I can't wait to have children. I can't wait to marry John and have children with him. Well, now you had children, you're hurrying up, you're always looking forward to the next thing. And I will promise you one thing, that the only way to get to the next thing successfully, and the only way to achieve what you want in life, is to have gratitude for what you have now. I've learned this time and time again. When my mum first immigrated with me to England from Russia, I remember living in houses that needed cleaning. They needed cleaning of the cockroaches and the madness and all that stuff. And my mum always injected this praise and gratitude and beauty into the moment that we had now. Everything was a celebration, and I think it's carried on with me to now. And my mum still has this, she almost applies like a level of bougieness to life, and it's taught me in a really real way to understand that the only way to get to that bougie life, if you call it that, or that life that you want, is to really amplify the life you have now and to live in the moment. So if you have children and they're small, this is that moment. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was talking to her about the phase in my life right now. I have a baby on the way. I have a toddler. I have a business. I have courses. I have masterclasses. I am writing something, and my friend asked me, oh, what are you doing for yourself? Are you taking time out? And my realization was that I think everything is phasical. I remember being in my 20s, and I had graduated drama school, and I was trying to hustle. I was trying to create the life that I wanted, and I would have died to have as many projects as I do right now. I would have literally been so excited to have the level of projects that I have right now. And right now, I have this immense gratitude for the fact that I have it. I don't feel the need to want to escape it. I don't feel the need to want to rest. I feel like we have seasons in our life. And what I wish I would have implored to myself back in my 20s when I was wishing all these things on myself is that all the dots will make sense eventually. All the dots will come together. So that time was my time for exploration and building myself. And if right now you feel like you're living in a phase in life where nothing's happening, or you feel like you're living in a phase in life where the essence isn't right, like it's almost at the precipice of what you want to be, but it's not that, and you don't know exactly who you are, then maybe who you are is not meant to be right now. Maybe this is the building and the exploration stage. I remember being in my 20s, and my mum came to see me here in Australia, and I was lying on the beach, and she said, what did you want to do? And I don't know, I was 27, and my mind was just combobulated with all the things. I'd done acting, I'd done Miss Universe. Basically, I'd done all the things to try and prove that I'm someone in the world, someone worth seeing. I think I focused a lot on beauty or external beauty because of the lack of father role in my life. And I thought, well, men like beauty, so if I'm beautiful enough, then he will reconsider and like me. It didn't work. But I then moved on. When I was lying on that beach and my mum asked me what I want to do, and I realized that where my brain always lends to is I loved the books by Tony Robbins. I just had huge affection and love for self-development. The Dale Carnegies, all that things, that was my secret passion. I didn't necessarily express it to everybody, but that is all I would do and read about. I absolutely loved it. And I thought, what do I do? And I went and I did a diploma in life coaching, and I decided it then and there on that beach. And the reality is that if I hadn't gone through my trials and tribulations, if I hadn't taken 4 years of stage acting, I wouldn't be comfortable speaking on camera. Right now, I'm as comfortable speaking on camera or on a stage as I would be talking to you one-on-one in a cafe. In fact, probably more comfortable. And it doesn't mean that I went to Hollywood and became an actress because I decided that lifestyle is not for me. There's something about Hollywood that makes me feel the energy of desperation. And I'm not saying that to put those people down, but I mean, people come there to try and win the affection and the praise and the approval of others. And I didn't want to win the affection and praise and approval of others because I guess I realized after doing Miss Universe and it was the best experience, I'm not going to lie. It taught me how to stand up straight. It taught me how to use my voice. It taught me how to have stage presence. And it taught me, most importantly, that no one is unattractive or attractive. It's what you make yourself. It taught me about glamour, and it taught me that presentation is way more important than any natural beauty that you could be given, because that can fade, but presentation doesn't. And self-curation doesn't. And self-manufacturing doesn't. And it's a manufactured thing that makes you notable. And if I hadn't done all those steps and I hadn't gone through the trials of everything that I wanted to do, I wouldn't have such a big mission right now that is so mission driven, that is so conscious and consistent, even down to having a channel about luxury and beauty in the past. It was my want to communicate with people, but I thought that maybe what they wanted to hear about was something more surface, something more easily digestible, so that when I decided that I wanted to actually share with people my reality and my truth and my growth and everything, it made sense. So if you're feeling right now that you are not where you want to be, you are perhaps on a building block. You are on the ladder to where you need to get to. And if you're not on that part of the ladder, then you'll never get to where you want to go. And there are seasons. So stop wishing that winter was summer and summer was winter, and that your 1-year-old was 10 and that your 10-year-old was 1. Don't wish seasons in life away. Everything has a beautiful symbiotic balance, even hard times. And the toys that are everywhere, are only going to be here while I have a young child. Because I remember before everything got going, and that is children, business, I cannot answer the emails that I have. There are so many. I was wishing to have chaos in my life. I would walk around the city, have coffees, and just have amplitudes of space and time. And I wish I knew that there are seasons, and I know it deeply now. And I implore you that if the house is messy, to understand that one day it won't be. Right now, it's more important for me to make this video for you than it is to clean up the mess, because it's not mess. It's a beautiful symptom of life. And if you are lucky to have children or people in your life that make a mess, then that's amazing. And if you're lucky right now to have peace and silence, and you're in your 20s and you're building yourself, or you're in your 50s and your children have left, or you're writing that book that you always wanted to write, or you're painting, everything has a seasonality. And the best way to get to the next season is to be fully in the season you're in now. And the best way to make the most out of the season that is coming up is to fully understand that the next season will be brighter than the one prior to it, only via one thing and only on one condition. And that is, you make the time you're in now, the season you're in now, the best. So if it's winter, make sure it's magic, make sure it's Christmas, make sure it's everything. And if it's summer, look out at the blue sky, breathe in the summer air, enjoy it, because you only have as many summers as the years you'll live. And for most people, that's 70 or 80. You won't always see those people, you won't always see the summers, you won't always have these moments, you won't always have the chaos, you won't always have the peace. And if you are right now feeling like you are striving to be in a different versionality of you, know that there is only one time that you'll be in this season that you're in, and even if it's painful, if you can find a gratitude even in the smallest minutia, even in the tiniest thing, the universe will repay you. Because you will gravitate towards yourself more incredible things. If, like my mum, when we moved and immigrated to some of those terrible apartments, could find beauty in it and could create that as a single parent and then amplified and became amazing, then I think most of us can too. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Thank you for subscribing.